The UAE just froze visas for an entire country of 240 million people. But here's what they're not telling you. This isn't about begging rackets or crime. This is about a geopolitical power play that could reshape the entire Middle East, and Pakistan just became the first casualty. Here's the story you've been hearing. UAE halted all visas for Pakistani green passport holders in late 2024. The official reason? Criminal networks running begging rackets and human trafficking operations. The numbers are staggering. 800,000 Pakistanis apply for UAE visas annually. 1.5 million Pakistani expats already living in the UAE, $6.7 billion in remittances sent back to Pakistan every year. Pakistan's own additional Interior Secretary confirmed it in Parliament. Organized crime syndicates were forcing people into begging, controlled by mafias. The UAE had already banned 30 Pakistani cities. Now they've banned the entire country. Innocent families who sold their land, their homes, their futures for a chance at Gulf jobs, all caught in the crossfire. That's the story everyone's reporting. But that's not the real story. Here's what the mainstream media won't tell you. This visa freeze has nothing to do with begging rackets. It's about the $62 billion China-Pakistan economic corridor. The UAE and India have become strategic partners. In 2024 alone, they signed $50+ billion in trade agreements. India is now UAE's second largest trading partner after China. Pakistan's Gwadar port, funded by China, is being built to challenge UAE's dominance as the Middle East's logistics hub. If Gwadar succeeds, Dubai loses billions. Notice the timing. March 2024, Pakistan signs new CPEC expansion with China. June 2024, UAE-India announced defense cooperation deal September 2024. Gwadar Port Phase 2 completion announced November 2024. UAE freezes all Pakistani visas. Coincidence? I don't think so. Here's the smoking gun. UAE's bilateral trade with Pakistan is $10.9 billion, but their trade with India? Over $85 billion and growing. The UAE just picked a side in the India-Pakistan rivalry, and they picked India. By freezing visas, UAE accomplishes three things. Pressures Pakistan to distance itself from China, signals to India, "We're with you." Protects Dubai's port dominance from Gwadar's threat. Those $6.7 billion in remittances? That's Pakistan's economic lifeline. Cut that off, and Pakistan's already fragile economy collapses. That's leverage. That's geopolitical warfare disguised as a crime crackdown. Let's connect the dots even further. In 2024, India and UAE launched a joint infrastructure fund worth $75 billion. Where's that money going? Competing directly with Chinese Belt and Road projects. The India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, announced in 2023, is designed to bypass Pakistan entirely. It connects India to Europe through UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. Pakistan's Gwadar port threatens this entire plan. If Chinese ships use Gwadar instead of Dubai, the UAE loses its position as the region's trade gateway. Here's the brilliant part. By banning Pakistani workers, UAE doesn't just hurt Pakistan's economy, they create a labor vacuum. Who fills it? Indian workers. Since 2023, Indian workers in UAE increased by 18%, while Pakistani workers declined by 12%. The visa freeze accelerates this shift. This isn't about crime. This is about replacing Pakistan with India as UAE's South Asian partner. And China is watching very closely. Here's where it gets dangerous. Pakistan has three options. Option 1, submit to UAE pressure, distance itself from China, lose CPEC investments, economic collapse. Option 2, double down on China. Lose UAE market entirely, remittances disappear, currency crisis. Option 3, play both sides. The current strategy, and it's failing spectacularly, Pakistan's foreign reserves are at $8 billion, barely enough for 2 months of imports. Without UAE remittances, they'll need another IMF bailout. That means more Chinese debt or more Western conditions. But here's the real danger. If UAE can weaponize visas against Pakistan, what stops Saudi Arabia from doing the same? What about Qatar? Oman? There are 2.7 million Pakistanis working across the Gulf. If the entire GCC follows UAE's lead, Pakistan loses $12+ billion in annual remittances. That's game over. And China won't sit idle. They've invested $62 billion in Pakistan. If Pakistan falls, CPEC fails, and China's access to the Arabian Sea disappears. Why does this matter to you? Because this is how the new Cold War is being fought. Not with missiles, but with visas, trade routes, and economic pressure. The US backs India. China backs Pakistan. UAE just chose India's side. This visa freeze is a warning shot in a much bigger battle for control of global trade routes. The mainstream media calls it a crime crackdown, but you're watching wake-up highlights, so you know better. This is geopolitical chess, and Pakistan just got checkmated by a visa stamp. Remember, when powerful countries make moves that hurt millions of ordinary people, it's never about what they say it's about. Follow the money, follow the trade routes, follow the alliances. The real question isn't whether UAE will lift the ban. It's whether Pakistan can survive without choosing between China and the West. If this analysis opened your eyes to what's really happening, hit that subscribe button. We break down the geopolitical moves the mainstream media won't touch. Want to understand more about the India-China rivalry? Check out our video on India's secret AI weapon. Want to know how the US-China tech war affects you? That video is right here. Drop a comment. Do you think Pakistan can survive this pressure, or is this the beginning of the end for their Gulf relationship? Let's discuss.